Well, I think we are live. If you can hear me in the chat, just give us a hey ho, that you can hear me and the stream is coming through absolutely fine. There we go. It should all come through now. We've got 5 people watching this evening. Welcome along. If you can hear me, as I said, just put it in the chat. I think I've got it in the background here, so I just have to turn this one off. Get that one down. Perfect. Coolio. Absolutely coolio. Oh, what a day. All good, Skill. I'm just got calling you SMK because Skate Modelling Kits is just a mouthful. Will the Snack is in. Hi, Will. How are you? So we thought we'd carry on tonight where we left off last night with this nice little build here, which is a Nova kit. I don't even know what I've done with the box. I'm terrible, aren't I? That's the top of the box. Now, what did I do with the other side of the box? That's a good question. Well, there it is. Let's put these boxes. I've had a few deliveries today of some more vintage kits. Some of them are sealed. So basically, I'm attempting to build a vintage frog kit that's been reboxed by Novo, that has then since been reboxed by umpteen loads of different model manufacturers. Well, not really model manufacturers, just distributors, I think, and just making sure they can do some decent decals on the model. So we've got 5 people now. So yeah, you missed last night, SMK. It was all good. So you can there's an hour's worth for you to do. I'll just shut this door here so we can be left alone. Oh, so yeah, Airfix tweeted something really interesting today. That let me just get it up on the Twitter again. It was really interesting what they wrote. There we go. On this day in 1942, the Flying Tigers reported downing 22 Japanese aircraft over China. And then shameless plug of their model of the Flying Tiger. Shameless plug of the Curtiss P-40B Warhawk with the tiger teeth on them. Yeah, so anyway, so what did we get up to last night? We got up to doing the fuselage and all the glass inside. There's a couple of issues with the plastic. I don't know whether you can see on the camera. The glass does protrude a little bit off the edge. I actually did after the stream finished last night. I did actually just go around and just give it a very slight clean up while I had the opportunity to. There will be more cleanup involved, obviously, and these little holes here, I will actually get the old pin vise out and just drill them a little bit bigger so I can put the skids on the bottom of this kit. But tonight I'm hoping to get the wings on, so and then hopefully that will be that, just a bit of a clean up. Then it will go into the spray booth where it will have 3 coats primer. I'll put on the yellow and then I'll put on the green. I am going to go for this this sort of finish. I actually quite like that. There's something nice about symmetry, isn't there, when it comes to a scheme. How are you going to mask those windows? Obviously, I'll be using some sort of maskal method, I think. Or I might even try what I've seen just recently, the PVC method, PVA glue method, where you dabble with a cocktail stick. You put a little dab of PVA glue, and you just push the PVA glue around and let it dry. Then you spray on top. Or after I've cleaned up, I might even go round with and try and get the masking tape on it. You can see it just protrudes just very slightly. When that happens in the kit, I call them an onion, because once you've done it and then you realise what you've done after, it makes you cry. It's an onion fit. That's what it is. It makes you cry. So I'm going to have to do something about them. But as I said, all these were called was number 18, and they had number 18 in all these bigger holes in the instructions. So there was no different. But you know, things like that happen, and you have to get around it. But they are protruding. Whether to leave them protruding and then just gently mask them up, then go over it with something after, I don't know. But yeah, I've gone over it, give it a bit of a buff. So I've got to do a lot more sanding and making sure it's all filled in. But as you can see, the actual the join is actually done quite well. It won't take a lot anyway to get that looking a bit better. I'm not going to fill around the doors. I think the doors give it a little bit of authenticity on, they would never fit it properly, would they, back in the day? These were so quickly and cheaply made. I don't think I'll just leave them looking a little bit up and downish. So yeah, so there we go. So there is, we got 7 people watching. That's cool. So where are we up to? So we've done all of this section here. So number 4 now. We're on to number 4. So I need number 14, number 15, number 16 and number 17 off the kit. And I know that I'm going to have to give these a root. Can you see that there? The flash just totally covering all that. So was it 14, 15, I'm not even going to, where's me? There's number 15. So we'll put them, so 14 goes there. Number 15, crumbs, just going to snip that there, I think. There you go. Whoa, broke it right off. Hopefully try and get as much of that flash off at the same time. So we've got 14 and 15. That's fair enough. Cool. And then 17 and 16. There we go. We've got 13, 17 and 16. So 16, 17. As tight as you can. Then here. Just go there. Right. That one there can go back on there. 14, 15. What number's that one then? So in theory, they're already together. Look at that. I wonder why, is that together? Or am I just, no, that's right, that's okay. Right then, so these two will have to go together. But we'll have to have a bit of a clean up first because it has got pin marks on them. So get myself in a bit of a flap here actually. put that back in the box. What number is that one? That one must be that. Right, so let's have a little looky. So the problem, you see, it's there together, and then we need that one out there. Cool. Whoops. Oh, bit of a mess. How is Tammy and Mark fit? I'm thinking switching from microset to microso. I think it's I don't think there's a difference. I think use what you've got. I'm quite a fan of Humble Decalfix, to be honest. David Ravenscroft, evening, old Moz. You've just saved me from having to watch some rubbish the good lady wants me to watch on TV. I guess that's Coronation Street and all that jazz. Another wheel there. Right, let's get these looking so that they're right. So, in theory, we're going to have to just trim off carefully that there. I'm going to need some smaller sticks. So, good old Flory models. I'm going to try and just give that a bit of a rub off. Make sure that's all nice and flat. Yeah, quite protruded. But yeah, Mark Fix is pretty good stuff. But I think if you use microset and microsole, see, I always get them the wrong way round. What would you put? What would you use first? So I just use Decalfix or Mark Fix. I don't think there's much of a difference, to be honest, fella. It's whatever you're used to, I suppose, isn't it? So I've got the Humble Decalfix here, and as you can see, there's quite a bit missing. And then this is the new one, the Mark Fix, which I got in a job lot of paints that I bought. The fuselage, no gaps when the glue dried. No, it was alright. There's a few little gaps there. I'll show you in a minute. There is some work to be done on the body, like, but it is pretty much there. There's no filler used in this one yet. There's, just at the front here a little bit. Along here it's joined up quite nicely. I don't think you'll need filler, but that will need a good sanding down anyway to make it rounded again. As you can see, some flat spots there. But I just wanted to make sure that it was all, and I didn't really bother inside because that's going to be covered over anyway with the tail fin. I think there two are done. Just put them together and see what we've got. Click, click, clicks in. Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? Got little holes there. I need to just trim that off a little bit. Actually, I might be able to get in a little bit better with the micro set first, then micro sole. Yeah, micro to set it and sole to give it some sole. But see, I don't really use it. I just use one brand. I've got it in my stash, but I haven't particularly I've not really used it on any grand scale. So there's a little bit of a, let's move that out of the way. Get everything in the way tonight. Just push me little thing in there, pull him apart. The old finish together. I'll just dab a bit around the edge on the safe side. There we go. Cool. There we are. Microset first, then microsew. Yeah. Good, good, good. And I'll just pinch that in. Leave that for a couple of seconds. These are ear cleaning things, and I use them for opening up enamel tins with, because you can open them up that way, lift up the tin, then you use this end to stir stuff. I use this stirring side everything. I think there's some crap on it, some paint on it now, but you can pick them up quite cheap from eBay or Amazon. There's some but yeah, they're really good for stirring with, that they are. But yeah, apparently they're used for clearing out your ears. I personally wouldn't use this to clean your ears out with, because I think you'd be pushing more crap back in than put them out. But yeah, that side there for flicking up the caps of the aluminium enamel tins, and then using that to stir it with my tammy and everything. I don't know what's here actually. I think I was stirring something before. Right, let's get this one cleaned up. So I want to try and get as much of this done tonight as I can, because tomorrow I'm going to take it hopefully into the spray booth and get it sprayed and all done ready, so that tomorrow night I can put the decals on. It's a shame about those pin marks, isn't it? No. Cool, cool. I think that's pretty much flat. That's going to need a bit of a clean up around the edge there at some point. Oops. Or fingers and thumbs, and click them together. That's pretty good. Just going to trim that edge off there. Cool. Nice bit of finish there, and then we just dab around the edge, just hopefully seal it a little bit. Cool. That's basically it, and then that can go together. Perfect. Marvelous. So I assume then these somehow slotting together like that. I assume so. Going by the instructions here. 16, 17, 15. Yeah. Question: is it me or is the Tamiya website very poor? Yes, it's. You will find that a lot of people, a lot of companies, they keep them basic because they have a like for Tamiya, you got a Japanese, then you got a European, so you can click between the two. So they keep it very, very basic, so the software can translate what's in Japanese into English and vice versa. And the other one's Vesda. That's quite a good one. When it, linking it between the different in Russian language, and then so right. So I presume them two go together, but I just got to make sure which way is the right way. I think they're all pretty much the same, aren't they? So have a quick look. So the that has to be down. Use a bit of a clean up first. Right. So use a bit of a clean up. Yeah. You're better off if you're looking for bits and pieces. You're better off just going to the normal UK websites and have a little nosy at what they're offering. That'd be my advice. Let's go quick. Oh, it's quite a lot of overspill there. Try and get that out. Whoops. Cool. How is those are in the group build? How everybody's getting on with their kits so far? I know one of the lads last night that was on the chat had already completed is it the Air Cobra that he did? I had a look, actually. It looked really good. Starting another one now, I think, as well. There's 2 months on this group build as well, so apparently there's going to be dioramas made and everything, but I haven't got patience, or I ain't got the time really to do a diorama on any kit these days. Life just moves so bloody fast, doesn't it? Make sure the flaps are down, and so a little bit of a quick clean, a little bit of a knob in there. That's it. Cool, cool. So that flap down, that should slot in there, should it? Oh, look at that. Slight gap. You need a bit of a gap in there. But that is looking pretty good. A little bit in there, just fill out. Down here. That'll do for that one. That's it. Ah, oh, you are joking. It's just snapped right off. Look at that. Spine. Oh, there you go. Another onion, that is. Why the hell did it do that? Leave that there. A bit of a quick clean up there. How's everybody doing on lockdown? Are they enjoying it? Are they getting a bit annoyed with it now because it's going on for too far long? I'm still enjoying it. I don't suppose I'll be doing many videos or what have you if we're back at work. Right then, so turn this one around. In he goes. 1, 2. Come on, in you get. He's in. This time I'm going to be a bit more careful with the right. So them two have dried. So that's that. The 3 sections together now, which is good. Oh, I just made that as one piece, so it would have been easier, wouldn't it? So 10, 9, 11 go together now. So let's do 10, 9 and 11. So we need, that's number 8, that's number 10. So 10 and 9, 10 and 9. A little bit of flash issue there. Just come up a little bit. Leave it there and I'll clean it up in a minute. It's just clean that bit up. I think everywhere else is looking pretty good on this side. Let's do on that one. Just clean it up a little bit. That's looking good. Can't go Hobby Lobby. No, it's hard work, isn't it? Basically, everybody's buying online at the moment, aren't they? I think. Let's put it back on. There we go. You are joking me. Number 10, number 9, isn't it? 10, 9, 11. That's number 9 there. I'm not looking at that right, am I? 7, 9, 10, 7, 8. 9, 10, 7, 8. What's going on here then? It's a strange one. Got the numbers mixed up. Sure it fits nice. It's going to need a bit of clean up, that I think. They had the numbers mixed up, so 10 and 9. He slots in together nicely, doesn't he? So they're all mixed up apparently. Let me number 11. He's going to need a lot of clearing up. You can see the flash over there. So I'm going to use my trusted knife. I'm going to use a number 3 on this one. Where's that? Get a bit of, get the old baby wipes out. I think I want us to go sticking down on here. Right. So I need to cut this one out, I think. So if we go along, there's 2 pins there, so you want to go around the pins. If we can, just break that off. It does quite cut easily, the old flash. There we go, so that's pretty much cleaned up. Let's just go along here slightly. Clean that flash off. It's not too bad, is it? We just gently, I'm not taking the pin off. That's outside. I'm just gonna yank him off. Get the sprue cutters in, gently snip it back, and then we'll just trim that little bit of flash off there. And so, just gentle, going against my own thought here. That's it. He's pretty much cleaned up. That's the first one, and this is the second one, which has got quite a bit of flash still on it. If we go down through the pin there and then around, got him. A little bit on the pin there, just gently on that one. Sharp blade, easy. It's better when the weather's good. I'm helping local food bank 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah, there's a lot of people I know who are helping. When I volunteered to help, it was that there were so many people who wanted to help. I just want to let them get on with it. It's pretty much cleaned up nice. Just going to just edge that one out a little bit, carefully towards the pin so I don't cut the pin off. And then down across. There you go. He's looking quite shoddy actually. Come on, there you go. Hardly put any pressure on that, letting the knife do as much of the work as possible so I don't cut my finger. That's him. So them 2 bits are done. Mr. Footy though, crumbs, tell me about it. It's been tough. It has been tough. Nothing to talk about. But then again, he was talking to the missus about football. She's got much passion for it as playing it, I suppose. That should be all getting dry now. Got 7 people watching. the other 5, say hello if you're watching. Just put someone in the chat to say hello, and if you do like this, please click the like button if you're enjoying the evening live streams. Now you can see there's quite a bit of flash there, so I'm going to just trim this one back to there, and then carefully go down and trim that off like a woodman with a chisel. And that, in theory, if that's the right way round, that should... It's not. It must be the other one then. Is it that way? Look at that. That's better, isn't it? He should slot in there nicely, leaving a bit of a gap, because you want a bit of a gap so it look a bit odd else, wouldn't it? And then let's go over grooves there, go around. Perfect. That's that side. Pushes through. Perfect. I'm happy with that. Very happy. Right. Let's leave that one, and then we need to crack on with that one there. What's the weather like around the country? You know, in Devon, it's quite nice. There was a lot of rain this morning, but it dried up this afternoon. Okay, let's take this one off. Make sure he's clean inside. That's looking pretty good, that one. It's not looking too bad. In theory, this one should just, if I go a bit, clean that up, actually looks a little bit tatty at the end there. That's it. I'll just trim that notch out best I can. Cool. That looks fine, that end. So in theory, this one should just slot in nicely. Oh, look at that. Oh, ho, ho. Perfect. Not bad for a 50-year-old tooling. Push that around. Good. We'll just go in here, around the edge. Just a little bit of adhesion there. That corner needs to be pushed up a little bit and in. That's it. It's a tiny bit off there, but I think we'll get away with that. What I'll do is I'll put him in the little groove bit there, leave him to dry, and don't know what's ticking, because I've not got a clock in this room, but I can hear a ticking. Must be next door. Yeah, it's definitely something ticking, or is it my heart beating? I don't know. So we're up to that point there now, number 5. Now they're talking about doing number 6. Now that, so what you do is you don't glue the wheels on, obviously. What you do is that you push the wheels on, and then you get a hot knife and you just touch the end of the plastic. But I don't do that because I don't bother with wheels moving. I rather them be as stuck together as possible. You know, it's not a toy. It's not to be, you know, played with, and I tend to just glue them in position and let them go from there. Or, you know, that's the way I do it. Right. Right, that's that one done. That's done, that's done. So we're pretty much almost ready to put it together. I'm not going to do the wheels, I'm going to do the wheels last, like I always do. I always do the undercarriage and the wheels last. Basically, we're almost there with fitting the wings and everything together. The tail fin there, which is good. Just leave that to give it a couple of moments to dry. Give that a bit of a clean up. Oh, it's getting there really well. Bit of a clean up, and then we'll attach it all together as one final piece of the puzzle. Let's put them there. Just quickly, this came in the stash yesterday or the day before. This is a lifelike hobby kit. I have never heard of this brand. It is basically a rebox of a kit, and if you look inside, if I open up, maybe you may see what, you know, if who the man who actually released this like properly. Lifelike Bristol Bulldog. There's the decals. The decals are all right. You can just see that, you know, you can just see the cut round. And if you look inside, it's basically the kit. It has some slight damage. It's like if somebody tried to glue it, was being a miss. Oh, has been glued, yeah. So that's been glued in already, and then they've given up. So there's going to be a little bit of work on this one. But yeah, you can see that it's not the best. Not the best. I see the engine's been painted and glued. So this came in a job lot. So it's been painted. All the pilot's been painted, and they've left a little tool in there. The pilot must have been in a couple of pieces because yeah, he's had to put the arms in. Not a bad little job doing the old pilot. Not a bad little pilot job there. Goggles are silver, grey, you know, jumpsuit, black leather straps. Yeah, not too bad. But yeah, this was released by the Lindenberg models. They took the tool on and they started releasing it. It's not the best, it really isn't. But it was just something that I've engines in 3 parts. Again, exploded view. It was just something that came in one of the job lots. And yeah, you know, because a lot of people do collect the Lindenberg. Is it Lindenberg model kits? But yeah, that's actually a Lindenberg model kit in there. Also came today was got a nice little 147 Lockheed Martin that turned up today. This turned up, which was nice. A 1:72 scale DH Comet. I've never seen this one. I don't think Airfix have released it recently. So yeah, that's a bit of a beaut. Nice little box. It's sealed. I'm not going to open them because they're sealed. As you can see, they've still got the seal on them, and I'm not going to break into them. But yeah, that one came today. Sadly, the box was a little bit. I don't know why when people send model kits in job lots, they just don't package them properly. But yeah, that came today. A little A4D1 Skyhawk. So you can see they're sealed. So just unfortunate the box got a little bit squashed. This one came. This was the 1036 model, the Red Arrows Nat. And then I also got with the kit, came this one. the Red Arrows Hawk 1/72 scale, and this one's sealed as well. So more to add to the stash. But that does look nice, that Comet. You don't see many 1/44 scale Airfixes now, do you? It's all 1/72, isn't it? Let me just look at that DH Comet. Where's the there it is. DH, whoops, DH Comet. Let's have a look. Full kits. There it is. Oh no, that's the 4B. DH Comet. Oh. All I'm getting at the moment is the 4Bs coming through. If I delete that number and put in 00013, which is what the FX number is, there it is there. This one's a 1998, so it's 22 years old, that one. And oh, they have released it in 2014. I tell a lie. Yeah, 2014 they put it out there again, but it looks like it's a 1957 tool. There it's a they've used a 1957 tool. So yeah. So in this box here, what year was this one then? I did say, didn't I? It was 1998. So 57. So what's that then? 57 plus 3. There's 60, 70, 80, 90. Yeah, 57 years, 53-year-old kit. No, it isn't. Oh, I can't do my maths now. 63-year-old kit. Yeah. So, interesting. You know, do you think 2014, that was 6 years ago? 6 years ago now, and I don't suppose you can get them now. I don't know what to do about that with those. Just leave them sticking out? Or maybe just try and sand them back and use a little bit of car polish on them? We'll see. I think these are all dried now. I think we can start the assembly of the model. So that's underneath, so we turn that around in there. He'll fit in nice there. Yeah, quite happy with that. It's a little bit loose, but that doesn't matter. That side. So we just dabble some of this in here, and then close him back up. And he can go in there. He fits in. Come on, fit. Perfect. A little bit loose. Hold that for a minute. Let him just bit of tack. Hi Gavin, how are you? Hope you're well. Hope life's treating you well. So there's the first one in. Just leave that for a minute. Not bad. I might just put a little bit around the edge here. Just make sure that we get. Look at that. Perfect. So I'm trying not to use any filler on this one. I'm just going to try and build it as our forefathers would have built this kit. What am I saying? Like our forefathers would have built this kit. Stay. I think there's a very, very, very slight angle of the dangle on this table. I'm gonna have to just look at the feet on the bottom, and that should fit in there. Whoops, like so. We should be pretty much there. Make sure he's looking straight, and I think that is pretty damn straight to me. Put up the camera. I think those wings look pretty straight. We'll do a bit of a clean up on this when it's dry. I'll put quite a bit of glue in there. I may just go around the edge again with some extra thin just around the edge, just to give it a bit more of a seal. There it goes underneath, and I think the wings are pretty much done. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm really good. Lots happening. Trying our best here. Trying to educate and entertain at the same time. I was just explaining about the glass on here is basically just protruding just slightly, and I call that an onion fit because it will make you cry. Yeah, there we go. So cool, that's in. So the next section will be these little bad boys, and then we need to grab this one here off the lug there. Come off the sprue off the lug. It's quite tight to the getting tight. There you go. Oh, he's actually come off really good. Actually, I'm really happy with that. Just a little bit of work needed just to clean him up slightly. Not too much. And I think he's pretty much there. Oh, there's a little bit of flash on the top there, but I don't think that would matter. Oh, hang on. You can't. It's a little. Can you see that? There's a little bit of a thing on the. A bit of a mark on there on the actual where it's molded, which is a shame. But yeah, that will fit in there just perfect. And actually, while it's in that position there, I'm going to whack a little bit of extra thin right in there while he's straight up, because that is almost spot on, bang on. And when they go in like that, you don't want to bugger about with it too much. You want it straight in there. Look at that. Very happy with that. In it goes. Perfect. That's damn on straight as well, isn't it? Oh, it's just a little bit at the bottom there. I just noticed there's a. That'll do. A little bit of work to be done there. I might just fill that little. Oh, no, I'm not going to fill it actually. I'm going to leave it as it is actually. So there's the two bits done there. That's that part done. And we're nearly done to the hour. We've nearly done an hour. Wow, and don't time fly when you're having fun. Oh. What is the date today? It's the 28th of the 4th, 2020. Oh, if you're American, that's the 4th of the 28th, 2020. Right? 4th of the 28th. Yeah, because they always go backwards, don't they? Wow, I'm really happy with how that's looking. Just got two more bits to fit. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to cover it, I'm going to give it a good clean up, cover it in alcohol, give it a clean with the IP, and then I'm going to look at, I've got the decals there, but I'm not really happy with them. I'm going to see if I can find some other ones to put on here. Or should I use these just for the crack? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, no coffee left. Right. And then one last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use this stuff again as well. This is, I should have used this on the glass. This is UV fix kit from Revel, and basically it's a glue that you put on your canopy, and then you put in position, and then you click this ultraviolet lamp, and it will set the glue. It's what they use in dentists. So when you're in the dentist and they're doing work on your teeth, they basically do that. It's a tank I did not so long ago. What was it? It's the Churchill Crocodile AO2321. Look at that. Not looking too bad, is it? I didn't weather it or nothing. I just glued it together, put on the decals, etc. I didn't do any weathering, and but I did feel that the having the track like this is so much better than having it single bits, like, and then putting it together. But yeah, I put it in, bent it there slightly, put it back. But yeah, it won't come all right. That was all hand painted. That one I did a hand paint job on that one. I didn't airbrush it. So yeah. We talk about football now, but there is no football, is there? So that's gluing quite nice. So I'm going to leave this for an hour before I start doing any cleanup on it. So that's got to be down and up. So this side goes in here. Oh, is it going to be a tight fit? Yeah, it's going to need a little bit of persuasion. So if I get go this side, I think. Give that a little bit of a sand down. That's too fat. Oh, I'm just, because it's still a bit. It's going to need a little bit of persuasion, this one, I think. Drop a little bit. The glue is not quite there. Oh, can you see that? What a shame. What a shame. What I'm going to do, I'm going to repair that after, I think. I'm going to try and keep that piece there and try and do it after. It's just a little bit too tight. I'll try and feed that bit in after. If you try and get it in now, that's in. And then I'll glue that back on. I think that's the wrong way around, actually. Do that way. Nope, maybe there's supposed to be a gap there. Let's have a look at the instructions. So is there a slight gap on the back? Can't say I've got them the wrong way around, surely. Must be a slight gap in it then. Oh, you learn, don't you? Push him in. He's in. It's a bit of a slight gap there. I thought that would have just went around. But there's no way you can do that, is there? No. So I'll do this in here, which is a real shame. I know it's broken off, but I can easily either fill that piece in. There's one side in. See how we got with the other side. Hopefully this will fit in better. No, it's quite a thin slither, that. It's going to need a little bit of clean out. To get out the fit. There we go. Bit of flash in there. cleaning out quite nicely. There we go. Fit him in now. Refit. He's a lot wider. He's in. That's in. So unfortunately I broke it, but we have the technology to repair it. So that's glued in. Try the other side. Make sure he's all glued in straight. And then try and push that one back up slightly. There we go. So you should be dead straight now. And then what I'll do is I'll just whack a little bit of Tamiya thin in there. I've still got that little piece. If I can get him off. Turn him over. I'm going to do it with a knife actually. Try and get that little piece back in there. Which way? That way? Nope. Yeah. He's gone back in slightly, but it may be a field job, I think. He's not going down flush. See him sticking up at the end there? No, I think I'll have to use a bit of filler on that. Unfortunate, but I can't remember which way it's got to go in. Let's try that way. Oh, there he goes. Oh! Wrong way around, that's why. And you can see that then, it's gone back in. Let's cover it in the old Tamiya thinner. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, that ain't no onion. Look at that, he's in. Perfect. Bit of a gap there. Well, I think that's done. Yeah, that's pretty much straight. And then that little piece has gone back in there, and now you can just about see it on the edge there, but I don't think that would matter. I'll push him down a little bit. Look at that, he's gone back in almost perfect. Cool. Well, there you go. Part 2 of the Hotspur is now done. So what I'll do is I'll leave this overnight to dry, and I'll put him there, and hopefully by tomorrow we will be able to just finish off adding. There's only a few bits of in the box left to go. There's a bit of clearing up to do with the you've got the skids there. That needs a really good clean. There's a part of a skid there that needs doing. You've got the cleanup of the undercarriage. I say we're not using the pilots in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4 wheels, because that's all it had. Because it had the skids underneath and it had the 4 wheels. And then obviously we've got to look at putting this in some clear or some clear coat or some gloss. Not gloss, what's it called? The Humbrol stuff to make that a little bit up. I'll try and buff out some of this using a bit of polish. But yeah, we've got very little to do. I might try and film this from the spray booth, but I'm not promising because at the moment everything's all done by wires here, and that's pretty much set. Anybody here in the IPMS? Their magazine came out today. I received it. UK AGM's postponed. I had a quick look through. Where is it to that I saw, which I thought was really nice. I don't want that one. That looks quite nice though. Nice little finish on the Buccaneer. Where's that one to? I was reading an article in here and it was really good. Land Rover. That's nice, doesn't it? There it is. The MiG 17. So I've got that kit, and that's one of the next kits I'm going to look at building. Looks very, very nice. Just went through it all. Codename Fresco by NATO. Was a high subsonic fighter. Didn't do well against the Lightning, I don't think. Replacement, the MiG-24 was a more agile, if not as fast. So I have a good article to read through before I get to do my MiG-17, see if there's any problems with it. Again, I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want me to carry on doing these, just leave a comment down below. Any questions or anything. I try to keep an eye on the chat while I'm doing stuff. So, you know, just keep chatting away in the chat. We've had 7 people watching, which is good. Just reading what Gavin said. Even the Battle of Britain, kind of repeating himself, I had a few brews. Martin's Matchbox has a good few things for clear plastic. Yeah, I was just saying it was just something that came up for. The other day, the biz convention has been cancelled. What, the Telford's been cancelled, is it, for this year? Because I thought it was in November time. I thought they still had time to organise it. Even the Battle of Britain box sets, never really liked Revel. But fun kits if you like to bodge job. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Revel's just gone so downhill. You know, I was showing a kit the other day, and it's just the same kit for the last 50 years. It just, and even back then when they first did it, it wasn't all that. So, anyways, that's my live feed for tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the hour of watching me build this Hotspur. I will hopefully be back tomorrow night to fit the rest of the bits on it, and hopefully I might get a bit of paint on this one and just see how well it looks. But it's gone together quite nice, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. And I'm trying to use no filler on this whatsoever. I'm just putting it all together. I'm all happy with that though. That's gone back in lovely. Yeah, I reckon if I little tiny rub down and a nice coat of primer, you won't see that at all. Anyways, if you like the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And any comments, questions, put them in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.